Hello and welcome to Revsportz. This is a 12 noon show. I'm Vaibhav Tripathi and joining me is Rohit Juglan from Belfast. Same Belfast where the Indian team is there. A couple of batches has already landed. Today is the practice session because tomorrow is the match, the first T20I, which will be played in Belfast, and the second match will also be played at the same venue. Both the games are scheduled to be played in Belfast, and today will be the first practice session. Rohit is there. He will bring you all the updates from that practice session. But already because he landed in Belfast, he has been giving you all the updates regarding what is the mood like in Belfast and Northern Ireland. And so slowly normalcy is coming back to northern part of Ireland, because on 9th of June we know what happened, and whatever the protest, the violence, a lot of things happened on the backdrop of this series. There were a serious uh, you know consideration whether the series will go ahead as planned or not. But the security measures have been taken. Cricket Ireland has issued guidelines as well. They have assured the board that a series will go ahead as planned. And as we stand, the Indian team is already here. And the biggest question, the hype around everything since Vaibhav Sooryavanshi has landed, it has been around the 15-year-old kid. Already a lot has been talked and written about Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, even since the time he has been. It was announced that he will be traveling to Ireland first and England for the 5 T20Is. So the question that we are asking on this show is obviously around Vaibhav Sooryavanshi as only. That first, Rohit, will he make his much awaited, much anticipated debut? That is the question that I am asking you, because obviously Surya Kumar Yadav is not there, the captain who won the T20 World Cup. But if you look at the makeup of the squad, it is more or less the same. A lot of World Cup winners who were a part of the World Cup winning squad, they are there. Obviously Surya Kumar Yadav is not there. Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya, few of the front first choice players are not there. But if you look at the batting order, it looks more of same. Shivam Dubey is there, Tilak Verma, Sanju Samson, Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan. Only Shreyas Iyer will slot himself at 4, is what is the assumption in place of Surya Kumar. The rest of the batting order remains the same, the makeup of the batting order. So is this the best time you would say to give Vaibhav Sooryavanshi the debut cap before traveling to England?
So at this point of time, I don't think there's anything which is stopping Web of Suryavanshi, because when you see these kind of series are rather in the context of what is going on at this point of time. You can use these series as part of the experiments. You know what a Sanju Samson can do. There's nothing to know about more, nothing more about you want to know about Sanju Samson. You know what Abhishek Sharma can do. If you have selected Vaibhav Sooryavanshi in this particular series, this is the apt time. And then it is about resting your one of the openers at first game, and then giving Vaibhav Sooryavanshi a chance. Suppose, and I'm not supporting this idea that give both the games to Vaibhav Sooryavanshi with replacing only one opener. I'm saying that give him one game with Sanju Samson, give him another game with Abhishek Sharma. So select one for the first game, select another for the second game. Keep Vaibhav there because you want to see Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. Look, at this point of time, the question is about what he can do in international cricket. Obviously, the bowling attack, obviously the things are not that challenging here. As far as weather is concerned, I don't know about. There are people who are saying that on match day there is something which you can call uh, a kind of drizzling, or maybe raining, or maybe a forecast related to on that particular day on 26th. But for me, I don't think that the challenge will be that big in front of Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, because he has played top class bowlers in IPL. Yes, the conditions there, the pitch type there is a little different. Here you can find a little more grass. Here you can find a little more assistance with the fast bowlers. If it is overcast, then again we all know that if there is a little bit of hint of swing, somebody who can ball left. I was watching this squad, and then there is a player, Indian origin player. I think Jai is his name, and he can bowl the left arm. He's a left armer. So I think at this point of time, if you see, the only thing which you want to see in this particular squad, as you rightly said, that everyone, if you see the batting order, it's the T20 World Cup batting order. Just replace a Surya Kumar Yadav and put in a Shreyas Iyer. So you already know what Ishan Kishan can do. You already know Sanju Samson, Abhishek Sharma, Shreyas Iyer also. You know that what Shreyas Iyer can do. So the only one you want to see in this particular series, as far as experimenting is concerned, it's going to be Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. So for me, uh, as I said in the earlier part of the video, that I want him to bat once with Sanju Samson, and then obviously one with Abhishek Sharma, and uh, and let us see that how he is at this point of time doing as far as in this particular series in Ireland, and then we move forward to England, where the attack of when you see the bowling attack will be a little more difficult as compared to Ireland. Maybe the conditions not so much, because we all know that it's boiling there in England. It's 38, 40, 35. This is the degree Celsius I'm talking about. What the weather is there in England. Here it's a little bit windy at this point of time. You want to get on with a wind chitter, and then travel back to your place. So I think conditions will be a little more challenging for Vaibhav Sooryavanshi here, but I think he has to play, and I prefer what I was saying, that what I prefer as far as combination wise is concerned.
Rohit, coming to the next question, is it realistic? Is it easy
But
for the
what do you
team
think? What do you
management?
think, Vaibhav? I just want to say, what's your take?
See, for me, if you have picked him for both the squads, because you will be traveling to England as well, the T20
Yeah.
squad will be traveling to the England as well. It's a 5-match series, and
Hmm.
nowadays we are seeing a lot of younger players also picking up injuries. So I think you should keep a player ready, and I don't think there is a better opportunity to introduce Vaibhav Sooryavanshi to senior men's international cricket. This is and also you look at the Ireland squad. A lot of their first choice players are not there.
Yeah.
Mark Adair, Curtis Camphor, these two used to be the wicket takers. They are the wicket takers for Ireland. They are not there. So I think irrespective of the conditions, even if it is overcast,
Hmm.
I think
Hmm.
you have to play Vaibhav in both the games so that you see what he is, whether he's having the same sort of comfort level at this international, because he will be playing at the senior level. He has played in these conditions.
Hmm.
He was there
Yeah.
last year in UK, in England, but that was for the under 19 team. So he's coming for the
Yeah.
senior team, and that's a different pressure altogether. When you represent India at the highest level, that's a different pressure. So ease him into international cricket. I think this is the perfect opportunity. This Ireland series, a lot of players have made their debuts against Zimbabwe and Ireland, the smaller teams. I think
Hmm.
this window gives you an opportunity, and if he does well, then obviously he will give a good headache to the team management heading into that England series, because he has faced
Yes.
Jofra Archer a lot in the nets at Rajasthan
Yes.
Royals. So that is what he can do, and we know the pitches in England, what kind of pitches there. But now, Rohit, I want to ask: will it be very easy for the team management, to sit out, break the top order, and include Vaibhav Sooryavanshi? Because there is a counter argument to this, that through this series you can ease Vaibhav Sooryavanshi into international cricket, that environment, that give him those 2 matches, let him get the feel of the team environment, and then he will go to England with a possible chance of making a debut. So this argument also can come that just give him this series, let him get
Hmm.
comfortable, ease out in this environment, and then he goes to England, and then we'll
But
see what happens.
but then sitting out in dressing room, how it can help him means it's not about the mental framing anymore. You have played IPL. We have seen the temperament. We have seen how he handles the pressure. It's just a 6,000 capacity. 6,000. What is 6,000 in front of a IPL? Stadium which is full of crowd. We all know that 40,000, 35,000, 50,000, 80,000. When you're playing in Ahmedabad, or on an average basis, at least take 30,000. So it's 5 times lesser the crowd. If it's houseful, also what I'm hearing, it's houseful, but 5-6,000 people, that is nothing in front of players who have played IPL. You know, top tier teams, IPL star players. We all know that. You know, so for me, there's nothing to be see, nothing to observe, nothing to adjust with for a Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. Means what he will do in the dugout. That's my big question is, because if it's a tough situation game, if it's something like Australia, you are making your debut against Australia, then there might be something that look at first 2 games, see the conditions, what's going at this point of time, and that's where the BCCI and the shadow tours comes in. When you see a Vaibhav Sooryavanshi already toured Australia, he already had a century there, he already had a century in England, he already had a century in South Africa, he already had a century in Zimbabwe. So look at the kind of experience it gives to a young player. And then if he has scored runs, at this point of time, these kind of conditions, it won't be felt like a challenge for and it's not an alien kind of conditions for Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. He knows that यार अब सूरज डूबने में यहाँ पे 11 बज जाएंगे. So this is not new for him. So for a person like us, if you travel to this part of the country and you watching यार 10 बज गए हैं अभी तक शाम ही हो रही है 11 बज गए हैं अभी तक शाम ही हो रही है that will and then obviously then you see that यार वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको नींद से भी एडजस्ट करना है मुझे जेट लैग से भी एडजस्ट करना है टाइम से भी they have to adjust with so much of things. But these players with the youth team, they have already traveled in almost every part of the world as far as cricketing nations are concerned. So for me, there's nothing to adjust. For me, there's nothing to observe. And what better than going out there, score a century. That will bring up the confidence in Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. Na, yaar, ki dekho, they wanted to see me. Look at me now, what I have done. So, and we all know that he has that game. He has that game. I am not going to say that. Oh, I'll be watching him closely. No, I won't watch him closely because I know that he can do it. दो मैच में रन्स नहीं भी आते then also I know कि भाई he has that game. He has means that kind of a mindset. He has that kind of form. He has everything in him that he could be the face. Means not could be. He is the face of new India. The India which definitely gonna haunt different teams in coming years. So for me, there's nothing to sit and watch. There's nothing to be sit in the dugout and see that what a Sanju Samson is doing, what a Abhishek Sharma is doing. He has seen a lot. He has seen a lot in last couple of years. He has played with Sanju Samson, had a lot of chat because Abhishek Sharma was his co-passenger in the business class when they were traveling. So I think they had a lot of conversations around it. And after Surya Kumar Yadav, if there is someone who has changed the tempo of T20 cricket in India, that's Abhishek Sharma with consistency also. And then so these three are means the pillar. When somebody write about Indian T20 cricket, they will definitely start with it Surya Kumar Yadav. Means post 2020 I'm talking about. Surya Kumar Yadav, a strike rate of 170, a average of 40. Then there is a Abhishek Sharma strike rate of 190 and an average of 40. And then you have a Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, not in international cricket, but look at his performance in the IPL. 700 plus runs with a strike rate of 230. Who could have thought of this 4 years ago, 5 years ago? 5 years ago, 6 years ago, we were playing with a strike rate of 140. Our top player with a top strike rate was KL Rahul. And then all these Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli at that point of time, Shikhar Dhawan, all under 140s. So I think we have came a long way, and these guys could be the flag bearer. Surya Kumar Yadav, we already seen how he changed and transformed Indian cricket. Abhishek Sharma, we already watching, and then there is a Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. So Vaibhav, I don't think so. Means that there is anything to allow him to sit a little bit and then give him a chance in the England series. Give him a chance here. Let him score a couple of hundreds and then directly go to England from here. Means obviously 100 is a little bit of exaggeration from
Couple
my
of
side, but
hundreds means play both matches and score hundreds in
score
both the
hundreds.
games and then head to England.
So chalo, let's bring it down a little bit. Let's let him score 100 runs in both the games. Means 100 runs cumulative total with a strike rate of 200 plus, and then let's see that what it does to his confidence level.
Yeah, but a short while ago, I remember you saying that give him one match with Abhishek Sharma, give him one match with
Yes,
Sanju Samson. That
yes,
means you are definitely sticking with Ishan Kishan at number 3, and then you are
mm,
changing one of the openers. In one game, you will play Abhishek Sharma, in one game, you will
yes.
play Sanju Samson. But Vaibhav Sooryavanshi will play both the games, and Ishan Kishan will play both the games. Am I right in saying this?
No, means look, I want Vaibhav Sooryavanshi to play both the games. Now, what you are doing with a Ishan Kishan or a Abhishek Sharma or a Sanju Samson, it's completely the headache of the team management.
Rohit,
Because
that is
look,
that is the question. That is
yeah,
if you are have to pick the first T20 playing 11, you have to
yeah.
fit in Vaibhav
So,
Sooryavanshi. What your top order will look like?
so I'll start with Abhishek Sharma, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, and Ishan Kishan. And if there's too much of lefties, I can switch. I can just change it. Means like a Vaibhav Sooryavanshi starting with a Sanju Samson and then Ishan Kishan at number 3. So I'm not very much rigid about who to open with. The only thing I'm rigid about is that I want to see Vaibhav Sooryavanshi perform. I can start with a Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, Sanju Samson, and Ishan Kishan at 3. I don't want to change Abhishek Sharma's batting position. in one scenario, I can change, the Sanju Samson's batting position because he has played at number three. He's played number three for Rajasthan Royals. I don't want to do it with Abhishek Sharma. So in one scenario, I can really do this. That let me go with Ishan Kishan at the top with Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, and then number three will be a Sanju Samson. So that what I'm saying is that my point is not to go with a to see means I know that what a Sanju Samson can deliver. This series is all about Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, his selection, and I'm not saying this is a light series as far as results is concerned. I don't think Gautam Gambhir thinks like that also. But he really want if the chairman selector selected a player, the player everyone is talking about at this point of time. The world is talking about Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. So I want him to get a lot of time. If both the games, then both the games. If one game, then at least give him one game. But for me, it's more about Vaibhav Sooryavanshi rather than anything because we know the combination is sorted. Vaibhav. It's not that we have to change multiple things in this batting combination. No, we don't have to. Yes, you have to see that where you are going with a Tilak Verma. Are you still want a Tilak Verma to bat at the lower order, or you want a Tilak Verma to bat at the top order? Because he has started the World Cup batting at 1, 2, 3, in the top order kind of a thing, and then he has shifted to the lower middle order. So for me, that will be the another part of the question, that where will you want to shift Tilak Verma, because you have a Suryavanshi Shedge now, you have a Shivam Dubey now, you have a Tilak Verma now, so you have Akshar Patel now, you have multiple finishers. So who do you want to adjust at this point of time? Do you want to see a Suryavanshi Shedge also, because it's something which you can experiment with at this point of time, or you want no, yeah,
But
it's too early.
Rohit,
We wanted a
you are
yeah.
sitting out a player who was the man of the tournament, player of the tournament of the
but
T20 World Cup, because
but
according
but
to
but
you,
I'm
you
not
are
saying
going with that.
I'm not saying that he will be completely out of the picture. No, he
No,
won't
yeah,
be.
but you are making him sit out, or you can do, or there could be a temptation
But
to
look,
make him bat at five. Could there be, because he has in the last year
no, no,
also
no,
Sanju Samson batted at five,
no. I don't want to do that. If this team management does that, I'll be really surprised, and I don't think that will be very much likable as
or
far as this team management
Ishan
is concerned.
batting, making Ishan bat at five because he's good against spin as well.
No, no, no. I don't. Again, the way Ishan
Because
Kishan
you know
batted in
what
the
this will
T20
do,
World Cup.
it will allow the team management to play four of them: Vaibhav,
Hmm.
Abhishek, Sanju at three, and then Ishan at
But
three.
not at the cost of a different kind of batting position, because we already know that what they can do at the top of the order. They completely won you a World Cup because they batted brilliant at the top of the order. Look at Ishan Kishan, look at Sanju Samson, look at Abhishek Sharma. Abhishek Sharma with those two innings, one versus Zimbabwe and another one against New Zealand in the final. It was all
Right.
sorted that what he can do at the top of the order, and we all know that what he did in last 1 or 2 years. Look at the Asia Cup, the way he played Asia Cup. I don't want to, uh, change Abhishek Sharma's batting position. Sanju Samson, why would I? I'm not saying that I want to just put him out of the team. I just want that give at least Vaibhav Sooryavanshi a couple of games, and then just bench Sanju Samson. And that's not because I don't want him to get a game. Definitely, you want a Sanju Samson into the squad, and I really don't want him to be out of the team. And obviously, he was the player of the tournament. He delivered in the most important games. So what I'm saying is that just for the experimentation, I can do it. What I can do is I can bat Sanju Samson at three. I can, because he has batted at number three, or I can give him the opening position. I can say Abhishek Sharma, look, we want to, see this batter. You need to, be there on the bench for two games, or maybe one game. Then we'll bring you in, and we will see how you and Weber is playing, and then we'll either take a Ishan Kishan out of the team, or a Sanju Samson out of the team. So this is all about flexibility. This is all about giving the chances to the players who you really want to see if they are into your future prospect. Like, I don't think if Suryan Shedge doesn't get a game from here onwards, I won't be very much surprised, because he is not in the pecking list. There is Hardik Pandya at number one, there is the Nitish Kumar Reddy number two. So but Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, the kind of pedigree he has shown, the kind of discussions going on around him, the kind of articles there, everywhere in every part of the world, you see the broadcasters talking about him, commentators talking about him. So that thing is, at this point of time, you can't miss out on that thing. So yeah, that's my point around Vaibhav Sooryavanshi.
Definitely. See, there is an uncertainty, growing uncertainty until the playing 11 is announced for the first T20. There will be discussions whether he will play or not, and if he does, then what position he will come in, at whose place he will come in. I think that's a big question. I think we have had a fair discussion on this, good debate as well. Do let us know, what do you think, whether Vaibhav Sooryavanshi will be making his debut in this series, and if yes, then at whose position will it be? A Sanju Samson missing? Will it be Abhishek Sharma missing, or Ishan Kishan, or you will play four of them and make a Ishan or Sanju bat at five? That again is a possibility. All the possibilities, all the cards are open. One thing is for sure, the selection. Vaibhav Sooryavanshis addition has added to the top order selection headache. It was earlier already there because of the addition of Ishan Kishan. Now addition of Vaibhav Sooryavanshi has added to that headache. But one thing is for sure that this series is going to attract a lot of eyeballs, and we will keep an eye on the developments in the lead up to the first T20. Rohit is there; he will be there to attend the practice. He will provide you all the updates. So make sure you stay tuned to Revsportz across platforms, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.